What's up, y'all? Thought I'd just shoot a quick video on my car on what to do when you aren't getting bookings. Okay, this is the reality of just running a business in general. There's gonna be those days where you just don't get sales, right? Right now, there's no reservations. There's one checkout today, which is later in the day. It's Friday, okay, as I'm shooting this. Last weekend, we had all our cars booked. Everything was gone, and it was EDC weekend. It was a big weekend in Vegas, so all our cars were just booked, gone. Whole lot was empty. Right now, we have about 8 cars right now. 2 or 3 of them got booked for tomorrow, Saturday, but everything else, all of them are pretty much going to be sitting overnight. We were hoping for some bookings Friday. We usually get what we call fastballs. We usually get bookings on Fridays and all throughout the day, and it's happened several times. But today, no, it hasn't been. It's about noon right now, so we still got a couple hours for some fastballs. We usually have, if they're gonna come pick it up at our home location, a 2-hour block. So if it's 12 o'clock, they can book 2 o'clock and over. If they need a drop-off at the airport or anywhere else, we do a 3-hour block just to give us some room to see who can be used, because it takes 2 people to get out there, right? One person to drop it off, the other person to take them back. But that's usually how we have everything set up. What I would do, and this is usually what we do, is when I go back, I don't see any bookings. I see we have a whole bunch of cars on the lot. I go in and then I fix the pricing. You can go in, you can fix the minimum pricing. Like, there's a minimum and there's a recommended that Turo gives you. I hear like mixed reviews on it. Some people don't do it, others do. For example, our Kia Forte. We have a 2017 Kia Forte. That one gets booked a lot. 2017 Kia Forte. The minimum for that booking is about $25 is Turo's recommended. And I'll usually kind of do like a 33, 39, you know, right before the next 10s, right? So I did that. I just dropped it to the recommended just to see if it optimized to get booked. Usually when I go and I drop it to the recommended, a majority of the time our cars just get booked for that weekend. I don't know if it's just coincidence or if it's literally just, and I don't believe in coincidence, okay? But I'm just kind of giving you guys, I believe in blessings. Or it could just be one of those things where you're just heeding to Turo's algorithm, they're pushing it out and they're allowing people. Here's what's interesting to book. When I do that, I drop it down to 25. It doesn't even get booked for that. It gets booked for like 37 a day, and I'm like, what's going on? And this has happened way more times than how many fingers I got. Like, it's happened a lot of times, okay? Way more than 10 times where I'll drop it to the recommended and it ends up not even being booked at the recommended. Sometimes they'll just get booked for like way more than what my lowest is. So on Turo, you could do the lowest, minimum daily, and then the highest, and then you can allow it to auto. I'd say just go all the way to what Turo recommends. I always get booked for those anyways, and it it rarely goes to the actual recommended daily rate that Turo kind of gives you as a minimum. So that's what I would do if I were you guys. You're not getting bookings and you want to test it out, just go to the minimum, see what happens. Again, there's mixed reviews on it. There's people that say, well, you know, it doesn't, I don't want to do it just because I want this as my daily or else I'm not going to make money. Well, to each their own, okay? Would you rather have it booked at a lower rate for more days, right? And again, this is up to you. Or would you rather have it at a higher rate? It's booked less days, so there's going to be less mileage put on it, but you're still getting the bang for your buck. This is how a lot of people optimize. Us, we just want our vehicles out there. We want as many guests as possible, because when they get to experience our customer service, it's done. They usually come back. Majority of the time, they usually come back. I think the only reason most wouldn't come back to us is because they don't want to Uber or Lyft 15-20 minutes out from the airport to come to our spot. But there's a lot of people that are just like, man, you're so good, I don't care where you're at in Vegas, let me rent from you. So again, to each their own, but this is what I would do. And another thing that we're doing right now is I usually just have the team, we go out, we inspect the vehicles. If you guys didn't know, we do an inspection on every vehicle after every checkout. So we'll look at tires, the threads, We'll look at all the fluids to make sure that fluids are topped off. We'll just do like an inspection after every checkout. And it's just another day to just look at everything, see what we need to get done. Are there tire rotations for these vehicles that we need to get done? What are some maintenance things? So it kind of just allows us to take a step back as a team. And again, we actually don't just run a Turo rental car business. We have multiple businesses here. Our real estate office from here. We have our church. We have our e-commerce store, our Christian store, and then we have our car rental biz office, and we're birthing a whole bunch of different businesses. So we got this whole strip right here that I'm seeing. But yeah, it's just so cool to just be able to hone in, and that's what I'm good at. I'm just good at looking, what are some things that we can improve. I'm good at operating. When you start to run business, you learn more about yourself more than anything. More than anything, okay? So when you're running with just one car, you're gonna learn customer service. You're gonna learn how good you are at just being there for customers, being on time, the punctuality, how you like to organize. When you start getting like 2 or 3 or 4 cars, how you're gonna start organizing your books, your systems, processes. There's a lot that you learn when running a business, and I think that's what I enjoy the most, is the person you become and you learning more about yourself more than anything else, okay? But hopefully we get some bookings. Again, we got about 2-3 new bookings that came in today for tomorrow, Saturday. Last week it was just so packed. Whenever there's events in the city, Vegas is just a hot market. I don't know where everyone else is at, but Vegas is a hot market. There's a ton of Turo hosts out here. I know there's a lot of people that are looking to start the car rental biz and start car sharing services. Why? It's a simple business model. It's one of those business models that is just like, it's simple. Turo does everything for you. That's what's so like amazing about it. And we started, and I'll probably launch a video on this, but we started learning how to book off platform. I really don't want to do it. I don't really recommend it because there's a lot of stuff from insurance. There's a lot, y'all. That's why Turo just makes it so easy with their app and what they've been able to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Any questions, drop them below. I want to make videos on everything, all questions. I want to be able to answer everything. That's kind of like the mission. So y'all be blessed. If you guys want, go ahead. You guys can watch my video on what it is to be a Turo Power Host, a day in the life of a Turo Power Host out here in Las Vegas. Check that video out. See if you guys enjoy this stuff. Y'all be blessed. Have a great week. Take care. Bye-bye.